Hi everybody, we're back. I'm here with Dr. Jacqueline with the Wellness Trinity. Today we're talking about some issues that she's been seeing with her clients, some of the biggest issues. So today we're going to be talking about sleep. So I know you have a lot of clients, it's a big issue with everybody, insomnia. I know that was one of my issues, I couldn't sleep. So what are some of the things that you do when somebody comes to you and they're having sleep issues?
So first of all, when I look at their intake forms, or I should say I added a questionnaire in my intake forms that I took from the Mood Cure book from Julia Ross, which is a really good book that has to do with emotions and balancing your neurotransmitters. And I put that questionnaire in there to figure out kind of where people's neurotransmitters are at. Those are chemicals in people's brain. And that allows me to see kind of why people might be wired and tired or can't sleep. Amongst other challenges too, low energy during the day, not lack of focus, pain. So in terms of sleep, what I'm first looking at is the serotonin, and that part of the questionnaire allows me to see if maybe they might have low serotonin. And I do have other tests that I'm looking at to kind of confirm this and see the other signs of the nutrients that build the serotonin or other neurotransmitters. And so it's not just using a questionnaire, but that's just one part of it. So if I see that there's signs of low serotonin, then I'm gonna use something like a tryptophan. So this is a supplement I really like. I love this company because they're made out of food. And tryptophan builds serotonin, and then serotonin builds melatonin. So this is why if people can't sleep, one of the things that they might be low on, which is very often I see, is that they're not getting enough tryptophan in their diet, or they're just not absorbing it. So we have a lot of leaky gut going on with toxins, and undigested foods cause holes to be made in the gut. So that's what leaky gut is. There's holes in the gut, and the tight junctions are being released. And so you're not going to be able to absorb your food as well too when you have a leaky gut. Hence why the tryptophan is not being absorbed. As far as my research has been done, tryptophan is one of the molecules that are very large, so tends to be harder to absorb if you're eating like a turkey or something like that. So anyway, a lot of my clients are benefiting really well just by taking the tryptophan alone. I do have a supplement called Restful Mind Support from the same company, which I get phenomenal results with people as well. So that's a mixture of tryptophan and other herbs and glandulars that also helps to balance the brain too. So people have any challenges with their pineal gland or the pituitary gland, those are other organs that, glands that have to do with your sleep as well. So I love tryptophan too. You take it as well, right?
I do, it's helped a lot.
Yeah. And the other thing is, it's not just sleep. So if you can get a great sleep, you're just gonna feel better during the day, and you'll feel more motivated. When I take this, that's what I find. I'm a very naturally motivated type A type of personality, like let's go, let's conquer the world. But when we're burning up our minerals in that type A state, then you can find yourself a little depressed, and it's a chemical imbalance. So yeah, and then you can find yourself not being able to sleep as well, more anxious, even panic attacks. So those are other symptoms of a low tryptophan as well too. So being able to supplement with that, you'll find you not only will you sleep better, but during the day you'll be less panicky, you'll have less anxiety, and you'll just feel more motivated, ready to conquer the world, right? I noticed that shift in you too.
Yeah, it helped a lot. Just taking the tryptophan and then the CBD, of course, helped a lot. But just with because I used to get really bad anxiety attacks and panic attacks, so I haven't ever since being on the supplements. I haven't had any of those. There's only been like a few times where I could feel it coming up, but then as soon as I would take just some CBD, it'd just go away.
Yeah, it's been a while since you mentioned that. Yeah, I remember it was a few months ago. It was when you first started that you were at work, right? And you were starting to have a panic attack. But yeah, no, she's come a long way. And so the other thing she mentioned is CBD oil. So we talk a lot about CBD oil. Yeah, we all love this stuff. And the thing is with CBD oil, or what it's doing is we have this endocannabinoid system all throughout our body, and that can get unhealthy too, just like the lymphatic system or the liver or the kidneys can get unhealthy. And if people have anxiety or they can't sleep, they have pain, or pretty much any disease, this is like the mother of all herbs. And the reason why it helps so many challenges is because it is sucking up fungus and heavy metals and even viruses and probably some other things that I don't even know about at this point. It's just kind of a sponge for toxins and infections. And that is why it is spiraling off with fixing cholesterol and diabetes and you name it, cancer.
It's basically getting rid of the root problem.
Exactly, and that's she hit the nail on it. It's about, here at the Wellness Trinity, we're looking for the root. It's not just we don't even diagnose here. I don't need to diagnose. I can see where the problem is coming from. So you got toxins, you got deficiencies. If you can address what those things are, and even some structural challenges, which that's not my expertise to a certain extent. I can do some. I used to be a personal trainer, so I can kind of spot some of those type of imbalances. But those are where you want to go to a chiropractor or something along those lines. Even a Gosku, I have a bunch of people I've been meeting that do a Gosku. Have you heard of that? Oh yeah, you were with me when we went to, we both went to a workshop and learned about that. And that's another way to align your posture so that if your posture is off, and whether it's your spine or anything, your muscles, then it can cause imbalances in the body as well, because you're not being able to circulate as well. And I'm sure they can explain that a little bit further. But in general, I would say these two supplements, we talked about magnesium in one of our videos as well too. That's huge. People are not getting enough magnesium, and that's why they're not able to sleep. And then the other side of it is, it's not even just addressing the deficiencies, it's also addressing the infections. And if people have parasites, that's when they tend to wake up between 1 to 3 or so in the morning. They just wake up, you got itchy butt, and
grinding your teeth,
grinding your teeth. Yeah, you want to save some dental money on dental bills. Yeah, I used to work at a dental office, and I can't tell you how many people we made night guards for. Or either that, or they were doing dental work to be able to fix their teeth from all the grinding that they were doing. So yeah, flush those parasites out and you'll be able to sleep better as well. The same thing as with your liver. If the liver is all backed up, people can't sleep as well either. So it always goes back to the toxins and the deficiencies, and I can't stress that enough. This is why people are off. If it's in their brain, if it's in their blood sugar, if they can't sleep, they can't lose weight, or maybe they can't gain muscle. Maybe parasites will just kind of eat you alive. And if you find people that lose weight like that there's a good chance they might have parasite issues.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, good to know.
Yeah, so to sum it up, take care of the deficiencies. If you have any problem, and the toxins, of course, and if you have any problem with sleep, tryptophan, you can visit the website, thewellnesstrinity.com, and then go to the store, it's in there. Even the CBD oil or magnesium, restful mind support, that's another one. And you'll be able to sleep a lot better. Sleep is the foundation. If you don't have the foundation right, then forget it. You're not going to detox very well.
Want to tell everybody where they can find you?
So you can look at thewellnesstrinity.com and see the contact information, whether you want to email me or you want to call me or you want to visit our office in Henderson, Las Vegas, Henderson area, depending on where you are in the world. And if you're not here locally in the Las Vegas, Henderson area, then we can do discount consultations as well. And I just mail out test packets, and we can do it totally through the internet and through the phone. And don't suffer anymore. So.
All right, well, thank you, Dr. Jacqueline. Just look forward for more videos from us. If you want to set up a consultation, you can contact her, contact me, through any of our social media sites, and through our numbers. So thank you for watching, and just we'll keep you posted on more information. Thanks.